Um, this is nothing new, right? This ain't the first time something like this has gone down. This is certainly not going to be the last time something like this has gone down. But that's what we're watching. You know what I mean? Who is using who, right? It's the battle for resources. It's a battle for the Foxy Brown, right? It's the game. That's basically what it is. It's the game. And we're gonna look at a couple we're gonna react to some videos and just kind of kick some stuff around, guys. It's the game, right? The vast majority of dudes out there don't really have intimate knowledge of this sort of thing, right? Because what do they say, man? All's fair in love and war, right? So, you know, Fresh saw something he wanted, ran his game. She saw something that she wanted, this Daisy chick. She wants a guy with money. She sees Fresh. She ran her game. And this is what we're watching. We're just watching the match play out. You could call it boxing, you could call it chess, whatever you want to call it. We're watching it play out in real time. And technology has made it because technology has made it to where this sort of thing is not private. Right? It used to be this is just what you handled. It used to be this is how you handle, this sort of thing would be taken care of between the individuals, but now with technology, everything is out there. And who put it out there in this particular case? It was the female. And I would argue, just making up numbers, because I don't know if there's any stats on this, but generally speaking, when a relationship goes bad, I would say more often than not, it's the woman who puts it out there and makes it public. Although I know some dudes who've done that, made it public, but it was the person who was most affected emotionally that puts it out there, right? And there's various reasons why they do this sort of thing. Brother Pitney in the building was good, fam. He was like, I was inspecting an impromptu stream from you regarding Fresh. Oh, it was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my guy. That's my guy. Of course I was going to talk about this. I was going to talk about this last night, but again, my schedule got jumbled up and I just couldn't. I would have gotten on way too late. I didn't get home until close to midnight. I would have gotten on way too late. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. I just wake up and do it. So good to see you though, bro. And I mean, this is running rampant. Like the YouTube, Black YouTube especially is all over this. Anti red pill people are all over this. But as far as the big creators, I've seen Destiny talk about this. Destiny actually spoke to the woman, Daisy. He actually had her on his stream yesterday, I think it was. I've been Preach have talked about this, of course, right? They're staunch anti-red pill guys. They really don't, whatever. That's what they do. And I can't think of any other just mainstream, big, mainstream people. Saint in the Center have talked about this. Who is, I throw him in there because he's big in his world. You know what I mean, and what he does. I don't know if the Rich Coopers, the Rolos, the Sertains, I think that Coach Greg Adams has talked about this. I think. I don't know. Maybe he has, I'm not sure. But all of Black YouTube is all over this, bro. It's all over. You just kind of look at stuff like the normal people who just really can't stand Fresh and Fit, all over it. And then people in that subgenre all over it. It's cool. This is YouTube stuff, man. The battle for the clicks, right? So it is what it is. I will start off by saying I have not spoken to Fresh about this. I haven't spoken to him about this. The last time I hit Fresh up a couple days ago. I hit Fresh and Myron up, as a matter of fact, because remember we had Ashley on the other night, and she was saying there's a woman out there who says that she paid the Fresh and Fit family a bunch of money, like $1,500, I think is what she was saying, to be on the After Hours show. So it's a woman out there who claims that she paid money to the Fresh and Fit organization so she could be on the show, the After Hours show with all the women, right? And Ashley was telling the story. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So I reached out to Myron and Fresh just to confirm, because I'm like, they don't take money from women to be on that show. And they said, yeah, of course. They're like, bro, we don't do that. You know that. I'm like, yeah, I had to make sure, and I even told them like, hey, I can clip, the source so you guys can see it. They're like, nah, we don't need to see it. Like, we don't do that. So that's the last time I interacted with Myron and Fresh. Separate text messages, you know what I mean? I just hit them up separately or whatever. I didn't know anything about this and I didn't bring this stuff up. And I'm starting to see, like it's really bubbled up and I'm like, oh man. So eventually I will definitely reach out and holler at my guy. But right now, he's got other things on his mind, surely. But to the people out there who are really hating on Fresh, what gets me is it's funny how everyone would say like, oh, Fresh is a lame, what I mean, he's a simp, he pays for girls, he ain't got no game, he can't talk to women, blah 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 blah. That's all you've been hearing. And anyone who ever meets me either in these YouTube trenches or in real life, they almost always ask me about Fresh. And they're like, no, for real, bro. Like, I mean, he like be paying for them girls, take them shopping and stuff, right? I'm like, no. I mean, he like be buying them drinks, like, no. Like Fresh does not spend money on chicks. He's like, but he don't know how to talk to women. I'm like, yes, he does. Like, dude's game is on par with the best I've ever seen do it. Like, I'm just letting you know, bro. Like, I'm not a paid spokesman for the guy. I just been out with the dude. I've seen him move in them trenches down there in Miami. Like, he knows what he's doing. He has mastered his game and is very effective for what he's doing, which he was doing before Fresh and Fit. If you guys really pay attention to what they talk about on that podcast, he talks about this before Fresh and Fit. He was getting women, right? So, and I'm here to tell you, like I've seen it. I've seen the rotation being run. And I was even like, damn, bro. Myron says it all the time on the Fresh and Fit podcast. They had to tell Fresh, man, you got to slow down, bro. Like we got business to take care of, man. You got to slow this down. And he has slowed it down, but he's still out there. So I just wanted to point that fact out. Remember back in the day, it was like, oh, Fresh don't get women. Okay. He doesn't get women. All right, check. He pays for it. He's a simp. Okay. Check. I'm hearing that. And then people like, oh, he doesn't practice what he preaches. Myron and Fresh do in fact practice what they preach. If you watch Fresh and Fit and you hear them talking about womanizing and smashing and this and that, they always talking about shooting up the club. They always talking about just going in there. You know what I'm saying? Raw diggity. This is what they talk about all the time. It's no secret. They're not telling guys to, do it this way and be responsible, blah, blah. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Not when it comes to smashing. So again, most people just watch the clips. They don't really watch the shows for what they are. They just don't. And they hear what's not being said. Now, I'm not saying that what Fresh has gotten himself into and what dudes like this are doing is not irresponsible. I'm not saying that at all. It is very irresponsible. Bro, you rolling the dice, right? You run through a bunch of women. It's just a matter of time before you come across one like this. It's just a matter of time, right? Point blank, period. It is what it is. When you out there doing it well, right? Shout out to LL Cool J. When you out there running it like that, shooting up every club you come across, so to speak, up in the Foxy Brown, letting loose, right? Just in there getting it. When you just shooting like, you like this.
Get some. Get some. Get some.
When you letting it go like that, bro, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before one of your little soldiers strikes home. You feel me? So, yeah, there's definitely the element of accountability and responsibility, which as this plays out, we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. But let's just start from the beginning, bro. Like I said, is this a baby trap? Absolutely, this is a baby trap. This is a baby trap. Maybe she failed 100% for his game. Fresh runs that sell a dream game where he doesn't lie to women. He just lets them say what they want and believe what they want. He just kind of sits there. He doesn't lie. He doesn't come up and just outright lie to a chick. He just lets her talk. And he's like, really? Wow, smashes, does whatever. Lets them believe whatever. Right? That's the kind of game that I wouldn't run, but that's the game that he runs. And he tells women up front, I'm not gonna be committed to you. You know, you're not like my number one, you're not wifey. I like you. It's a good vibe. Let's chill. That's what he does. But he, you know what I mean? He just lets them believe whatever they believe. And that game is effective. You just sit back and let women believe what they want to believe, bro. They say what they want and they get in their head. So they'll say some stuff like, we will make beautiful babies. Yeah, sure we would. So she'll say something like that. And you say, okay, yeah, whatever, bend over. And in her mind, she's thinking, oh, he wants to have babies with me. Like, nah, he didn't say that. You said we'll make beautiful babies. He just nodded in agreement. And at the same time, he's kind of bending you over and moving those legs a certain way. And you know what I'm saying? Trying to knock the bottom out. That's what that is. But that's a dangerous game to play because her emotions could get into it. She might, really start believing this nonsense, right? She's already looking at your lifestyle and she's already inserting herself into your lifestyle. Like, well, he can afford to buy me this, and this. And I'm giving him the Foxy Brown, which is the best Foxy Brown on the planet. But to a guy who's running them like that, it's just another hit, shorty. The conversation is cool, but you're just another hit. You just the latest toy. And then when they realize that, they fell for his game. That's when it becomes vindictive. That's when it becomes personal. Right? And you can always run this play if you're having unprotected sex with someone. As a woman, you can always run this play. I'm pregnant. Whether you are or not. You can run this play and it's going to cause some damage. And now with technology the way it is and what she has been doing, it's like you can see it's real personal. And the thing is, I tell people this all the time. She was running game as well. Right? She was running game. Her game was to get resources, time, attention, and all that other stuff, to be able to meet folks or whatever. That was her game. To get close to other people, she was running her game, but she was unable to get anything out of it. Right? She was of any real value. And that's how it seems to me. She couldn't get exactly what she was trying to get. Her game was, he gonna take me shopping. I'm gonna get jewelry. I'm gonna get clothes. I'm gonna get shoes. I'm gonna get to go to the finest restaurants. I'm gonna be riding around in the whip. I'm gonna get my own whip. He gonna let me drive them cars. That's what a lot of people, they're thinking this. Like, this is what I'm trying to get. These are my objectives. The other side, the dude is like, I'm trying to smash. I'm trying to smash, and I'm not trying to pay a dime to do it. So there you go. That's the game that was being played. Fresh won. He won. He was able to do exactly what he wanted to do. He ran his game. She fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Bam, he got it. They did what they did for a few months, and he moved on, and now she's like, wait a minute. Well, wait. I didn't get my shopping spree. Can you give me some money for this? Can you get I need to get my nails done. I need to get my hair done. I need to buy this makeup. I need to do this. And I'm here to, I've been telling people for the longest, like, man, Fresh don't pay for nothing when it comes to these women. He don't. If he's giving a woman money, she's done something for him. She cleaned, like, she really came in and maybe cleaned the house up or something like that, or walked the dog for him or did something. And in his mind, I was like, well, I pay someone to do those things, so I don't have a problem giving that money that's budgeted for my house cleaning money or my dog walking fund to her. But it ain't like you walk my dog and I'm about to go out here and spend $10,000 on, some jewelry. Nah, he don't do that. I mean, it is what it is. Casual Germs in the building. What's good, fam? Good morning to you. Brother Pitney's like, people have all sorts of questions is this the end of Fresh and Fit? Probably not. I don't see how will be the end of Fresh and Fit, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Will the podcast keep going while Fresh takes a back seat? Or these are sort of outcomes the RP curators for the RP creates for men that follow it, etc. I've been hearing all that, bro. Yeah, I remember Myron went through something similar. Exact same thing a couple years ago. Had some girl on the pod, and to this day, I'm like, I can't believe he smashed her. But again, this is what they do. They've been saying this. They don't like wearing protection, bro. They don't like it. That's what they're doing. That's those two dudes. That's what they want to do. I ain't mad at them. Bro, Uncle Say done shot up his share of clubs. Trust me. You know what I mean? Trust me when I say it. But Myron went through the same thing, and people were saying, "Oh, this is the end of Fresh and Fit," and and then they had all the drama with all the other stuff. They lost all the subscribers, and they bounced right back. You know what I mean? They stuck to it. So will this be the end of Fresh and Fit? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think this will be the end of Fresh and Fit. This is yet another learning experience. They're telling people who watch them, like, bro, just, we share our W's and we share our L's. I mean, Fresh is going to address this. He's going to have to address it today. They do the live call-in show. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is. Is Fresh going to take a back seat? I doubt it. I mean, Fresh is out there networking still. He's doing this thing still. I mean, I doubt it. Could Fresh and Fit stop if they wanted to, and Myron and Fresh both be okay financially? Yes. Why are they continuing to go, like, after the demonetization and all that? Why do they keep going hard? Because they got employees, and Myron and Fresh are loyal dudes, and they want to make sure they take care of their Fresh and Fit family. Like, people are eating. It's not just Myron and Fresh. They have employees, bro. They got a big team. I mean, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that the average folks don't even know about. You have no idea how you see the people moving around in the studio. I'm talking about folks that not even in the studio, just out there doing stuff, bro, making money, getting paid by Fresh and Fit to do things for the platform. So I don't see them shutting it down over something like this. I just don't. I mean, no one knows what the future holds, but I don't personally see it. And again, I haven't talked to Myron or Fresh about this. Not yet. Anyway, I might just have to take a trip to Miami. Are these the sort of outcomes that the RP creates for men that follow it? Here's the thing: if you're watching Fresh and Fit or Red Pill content or the Man on Swamp stuff, pay attention. Just pay attention to what's being said. Look at things and act accordingly. The vast majority of dudes won't have problems like this, man. Why? Because, most women don't see most men. So the vast majority of dudes, they'll never have to worry about an IG model, you know what I mean, that they've been smashing, shooting up the club, and to worry about her saying that she's pregnant or whatever. This chick ain't trying to mess with dudes like that. Like Brittany, was it Brittany Griner? No, not Brittany. Brittany, what's Brittany's name? The one chick that got the NFL, NBA guy, like her. Another one. It's the same thing. These women go after certain dudes. So, why these dudes are out here hunting these chicks, they have to understand that they're being hunted. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, man. He talks about that all the time. Yeah, Brittany Renner. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. These women go out there and they run their game. Even Brittany Renner said it. She's like, every now and then a couple Dusties got in and managed to smash her, right? And they shot up the club too. And guess what? There are women out there who are looking to have a certain lifestyle, to live a certain life. You know what I mean? If they want to have kids, they want to have kids with and be able to support that. They're not gonna allow themselves to have a child with a guy that can't pay for nothing. They're not going to go out here and have a child with a guy who's making $60,000, $70,000 a year. They're not going to do that. Not these type women. There's certain type people that they want the absolute best. You know what I mean? So trust me. And then you got this woman, everyone's talking about, man, I can't believe he's being so irresponsible. She's being irresponsible as well, right? It goes both ways. She's out here smashing. You think that Fresh is the only dude she had unprotected sex with? Stop. These are the type women, man, they get nasty with it, bro. I've come across women. I've seen women in one day go through 3 or 4 guys, all unprotected. 3 or 4 dudes. Just bounce from one dude to the next. And sometimes they don't even like shower between. It is what it is. And they're out there always on the scene. There's women out there that get down. And there's dudes. I mean, everyone's equally nasty, bro. I ain't mad. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is, man. Brother D Mac is in the building. What's good, fam? D Mac is like, did he not pay for a sugar baby he brought on the show? Nah. Talking about Fresh paying for it, like, bro, like, the time I've spent in those trenches down there in Miami with Fresh, going into, like, we were in 11. I've told this story before. We were in 11, right? I bought the bottle because we were at, where did we start that night? We started at Kimono. Fresh bought 4 or 5 bottles over there. It was like Chris was there, Fresh was there. It was what it was, man. Bunch of people in the section. We all wound up going to 11. We went to some other spot, then we ended up at 11. And we got to 11, like, I got a bottle, just one. Like, all right, I get it, no problem. And I got a bunch of singles, right? 11 is a strip club, right? It's like an after hours all night kind of thing. I got a bunch of singles, and I was giving them to Fresh. He was like, what's this for? I'm like, I don't know, just to, throw whatever. He was like, nah, man, I don't do that. Right? So keep that in mind. Money that I gave him, like, I'll just throw it. He was like, nah, I don't do that. This is part of his game. This is how he moves. So I find it hard to believe that he would bring on a sugar baby that he's paying. I just find that hard to believe. Now, I could be wrong. But if that's true, it goes against everything that I saw in the couple years that I've been kicking it down there. And Brother D-Mac says the girl straight clown Fresh on the show. I mean, and if we're talking about Miranda, right? Miranda was a girl who was running some game. Fresh really did like her. And after Miranda, it was rap. I'm like, I don't see any woman gonna ever get close to him. Not like that. She was playing, her game was on point, what she was doing. But she was taking care of all sorts of stuff for Fresh. She was like behind the scenes adding value, doing all kind of craziness. And she knew what Fresh was doing in the streets, and she was cool with it. So Miranda ran a really good game. Her play was good. And she really got through, like, emotionally, like she got inside with him, you know what I mean? No Diddy. And she just kind of broke down there towards the end. And like I said, I knew her, I met her, had interactions with her, and you know what I mean, or whatever. And I think that was the one woman who could have gotten Fresh to maybe, hey, let me take care of that for you, take care of this for you. But nah, she got paid to walk the dogs. She kept the house clean. He would like pay her for that. But again, that was the budget for a housekeeper anyway. It wasn't as if he wasn't going out buying her a Van Cleef, jewelry or some red bottoms because she put the dishes in the dishwasher. He wasn't doing nothing like that. He wasn't taking her shopping or anything like that. In fact, she was a waitress at a bar. It was right across the street from the W, where you guys know whenever I go to Miami, I'm at the W. And in Brickell, right across the street. Baby James was the name of the bar. She was there working. I could say it because she ain't working there no more, but she was working there. Right. And she lost her patience and she messed up. She got mad at Fresh or whatever, and she messed up. And, was out there, wind up smashing some random dude just trying to make Fresh mad. And I'm pretty sure she regrets it. But yeah, man, he wasn't paying her. He wasn't paying her at all. Brother Calvin Germ in the building. Could this be a prolonged April Fool's joke on the internet? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. It's a play. This Daisy woman, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think that she's pregnant, man. That's just my take on it. I don't believe that she's pregnant. You know what I mean? I don't. I think she's really upset. She's mad. Think about it. Here's a woman for the past 7 years or so, been, rocking her IG, flying all over the world. Like, she's from China. She's flying all over the world, spending time in places like Dubai. Like, we know what time that, we know what goes on over there. I'm pretty sure she's been yachting. I'm pretty sure she's, probably been on those yachts doing that thing. Right. She is been extracting resources from dudes. That's her thing. She was dating a billionaire, right? Like, you know, Miss Asia or something. Like she was like in beauty pageants and stuff like that. And then she gets into like this, you know, bodybuilding thing. Bro, I believe she's just upset because she didn't get nothing. She was unable to get anything out of this dude. And another thing too, like a lot of women will deal with Fresh and they will think that this guy is some sort of pushover. Oh, I'm gonna be able to get this out of him, this and that. And they don't. You know, like dudes sit back, listens to him, they talk, whatever. Oh my God, he gets me, we're vibing. His game is solid. His game is solid enough that he can get a woman who basically sells herself, rents herself, however you want to put it, around the world. Right? She's getting money from all kind of dudes. And then she comes across a dude like Fresh and couldn't get a dime. Right. And then once she realized that her game didn't work, she got mad. And like I said, all's fair in love and war. And you get that. What can you always do? You can always say, I'm pregnant. MDZ, what's good, fam? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. So I believe she's upset. Right. And like they say, man, there's nothing like a woman scorned, bro. She's upset. Look what she has done. Look how she set everything up. Right. Her whole thing right now is to drag this guy, you know what I mean, through the gutter via technology, right? Via social media, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm gonna run him through the internet. I'm gonna put him out there and hopefully get a bunch of other women to jump on board, which at least one woman seems to have jumped on board already, saying what they want to say. I think that's the play. I don't, you know, she could be pregnant. She could in fact be pregnant, but I'm telling you, man, it's women will lie, bro, in ways that men can't even fathom. And I'm not mad at that. Again, it all goes to the game, bro. Chalk all that up to the game. I had a friend of mine who was talking to got some friends in Colombia. You know, Colombia's all jacked up now thanks to the passport bros. They done fucked it all up, right? It is what it is. But there are women that run game on such a high level. Like my guy, you know what I mean, top tier guy, he knows what he's doing. Well traveled, travels the world. So he gets a message from this woman that he talks to, you know, periodically, whatever it is, whatever, they're going back and forth. And she sends documentation about a cancer, some sort of cancer, like a diagnosis and this and that. And she was like, oh my God, I've been diagnosed with this form of cancer and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not making enough money to get the treatment, to get this and that. Can you please help me out? You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. And my guy, like I said, anybody would be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? What do you need? I mean, can you just send me maybe $400 so I can get this medication so I can begin to prep for my chemo and da 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 da. This is how hard she was going, this woman. She was going hard. Mind you, she lives in Colombia. So, you know, $400 or $500 is a lot of money. You know, $500 American is a lot of money. And this is before Passport Bros. So now Passport Bros that jacked the game up so much, man. Well, you know, I'll probably talk about the Passport Bros next month or something. I got to talk about them some more. They're really messing up the game. But back to my friend. He starts to look at the document, right? He's kind of looking at it. He's looking at it because he already knew what time it was. He knew off rip. He's like, she's lying. He knew it. He knew it. He knew she was lying. Like, this is a play. He knew it. So he was looking at the document. And then he sent her a screenshot of that same document from a year previous when she sent the exact same document to him saying that her mom was diagnosed with cancer and could you help me out and could you send me $200? And he hit her up like, he said like, yo, he's like, what did you, she forgot she ran the play. She forgot she ran the play a year or so prior. Right. And then she tried to laugh it off like, oh, ha, 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 whatever. You know, just playing, just keeping you sharp kind of thing. He was just like, yeah, women have no problem lying, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if all this is just a play to drag his name through the gutter. I wouldn't be surprised at all.